Alright, so welcome back to another video. We're gonna continue the side story with Spec. Now we're gonna go to part 2. Let's do this shit. This sucks. Why is Monica such a jerk? Correction, why are you such a jerk? So we're basically starting off part 2 with this shit, basically. She should be grateful that I even joined her stupid club. It's not like she can find any members. Monica usually is really nice. She cares so much about everyone in the club being happy. Yeah, right. Well, she actually does. Maybe when she's not busy being judgmental. So what if I'm into manga? Why can't just one person accept that? Instead of being condensing about it. I accept it. I think it's cute. Oh, come on. That's considerate too. Considering too. Sorry. I didn't mean it like that. Just want to support you. Natsuki sighs. I know, thanks. It just really sucks. I do you want me to talk to Monica? Oh no. It's not like it's gonna change her opinion on of me. Like even if you were to convince her to back off, that would suddenly make me feel like I'm actually welcome in the club. I should just find another club. Wait, you don't have to do that. We can figure this out, please. I mean, I'm the vice president, or at least I think I am, and I don't want you to leave. Everyone deserves to feel welcome and to be happy, so I want to make that happen for you. I was wondering, what was the reason that you decided to join a literature club? Well, Natsuki hesitates. It's kind of dumb. What do you mean it's kind of dumb? The fuck? Oh, don't say that. There's no such thing as a dumb reason when everyone is welcome. That Natsuki claims that she wasn't welcome, basically. Word to me. So, just don't tell anyone, okay? Especially Monica. Promise. Natsuki sighs. Just tired of everyone judging me all the time. So, basically, she hates being judged, basically. I can't enjoy any of my stuff I'm into without people making snotty comments about it. Not that I care about what anyone else thinks, but the the signs for the Lyrics Club said that you can be yourself or whatever. So I decided to at least that it was at least worth a shot. But that was a lie apparently. Natsuki dejectedly kicks the toe of a shoe against the wall. Oh, and I like running too. Really? How come you didn't say that to Monica? Because she was being so judgmental that I didn't just want to tell her something she wanted to hear. She didn't deserve that kind of satisfaction. And if she knew I was into writing, then she would just be like everyone else and try to push me away from the manga in favor of more mature thing. The two of them remained silent for a while. Sayori understands that it's out of the question for Natsuki to return to club room for today, at least. But Natsuki has a reason for wanting to join the club, just like everyone else. It's part of the club vision for her to be welcome. You deserve to express yourself as much as everyone else does. That's supposed to be what the club is for. So I'm gonna do everything I can to fix this. Promise. It's lunchtime the next day. The cafeteria and the hallways are bustling with students rushing to meet with their friends and make the most out of their limited break time. Where could she be? Amongst them is Monica, who always eats lunch in her classroom, but she has some additional business today. Fearing Natsuki would avoid coming to the club, Monica decides to try to find her during lunch that she can make amends. After searching for extensive time, shit. After searching for extensive time, Monica finally spots her. Despite her short stature, Natsuki's bright hair helps her stand out from the crowd. Oh gosh. Suddenly feeling awkward, Monica is afraid to get closer. Natsuki is with some friends whom Monica doesn't recognize, and they're all energetically chatting together. It would be really tactless to just interrupt them. One unknown friend be like, "Oh yeah, did you end up joining the Ledge Club or what?" Huh? Of course I joined. Why wouldn't I? Huh? I told you she would join. Basically, two of her friends that are pretty much completely unknown, basically. Come on. You know she's only joined because she won't stop giving her crap about the anime club. Oh shit. Like, this is the first time in these playthroughs that I've seen random strangers in game. Like, for real. Because all episodes prior, you see the four girls, or any members of the four girls only, basically, alongside the player. I told you I never ever want to join that stupid club. Oh, sure. Well, you have to give her some credit for at least making an effort to finally grow past that trash. Well, true. Well, congrats on finally graduating middle school, Natsuki. We're proud of you. Shut up. Just let me do my thing. I'm just joking. You know we love you. Yeah, once the Literature Club makes you a famous writer, we'll be the first ones to buy your book. What, you're gonna buy her smutty fan fiction? Oh my god. Well, obviously, I want a signed copy. Y'all both some of the worst friends I've ever seen. I ever heard, basically, in a video game. Because, see, I can't say seen because, yeah, they're just silhouettes of said friends in game, yeah, guys. So, yeah, that was like years ago. You don't think I've grown out of it by now? I told you, I was joking. Besides, it's a good reminder of how far you've come since then. Not to mention, you couldn't have done it without us. That gives us a pass to joke around. Yeah, sure, they grow up so fast. It brings a tear to my eye. Natsuki suddenly glances at Monk's direction, prompting Monica to quickly turn away to distance herself. What the hell? That was horrible. Should have said something to defend her. Why don't I have to be so conflict avoidant? Like, You could have at least manga. You could have at least defend Natsuki in that conversation. Like you could have at least defend her. Like tell them to like back off and leave Natsuki the fuck alone. Like for real, let her like what she likes basically. And there, like those two random strangers don't deserve to be friends with Natsuki. Like for real, they are not real friends of her basically. They're the case of fake ass friends basically. Not that I deserve to say anything. I'm hardly better than them. After the way I treated her, I'm so awful. I'm not doing anything right. After school ends, Monica distractedly makes her way to the club room. She finds Yuri already inside, eyes on a book as usual. Monica picks a desk to slumps into it. Something she, something she seems to be doing better than often lately. Yuri, I don't think I could be club president. I suck at handling anything that she doesn't go like exactly my way. Yuri looks up from a book. It's like the literature club. It's a place where you get to express yourself, unless it's in a way that I don't like. I'm so mad at myself, and I'm especially mad that I didn't have the self-reflection skills to realize what I was doing. So much for maturity. Sorry, I really shouldn't be complaining out loud like this. There's just like a lot on my mind. Oh, I enjoy listening. Really? Why? Yuri shrugs. Just makes me feel nice. Oh well, okay, I guess I'll just continue then. Yuri nods. Yeah, Natsuki has kind of a blunt attitude. No, I made it made me feel like she wasn't taking the club seriously. I couldn't even figure out why she wanted to join. I saw her. You know what? I'm gonna say it like this. I saw her fake ass friends. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I saw her fake ass friends talking to her in the hallway during lunch, and they were just so mean to her. Yeah, they're fake ass friends. They're FAF, fake ass friends. Tell her to grow up and stuff like that. That the Lurch Club would help her grow out of her manga phase. Like, you're never too old for anime or manga, yeah, guys. You're never too old for that. Hell, you're never even too old for shit like cartoons in general. Like, bro. Hell, even grown-ups watch cartoons at times. Hell, I watch anime and shit. And hell, I'm a fucking brony, bruh. And you know, friendship is magic, right? And you know how it is initially supposed to be for a young female demographic, but it gained an adult male demographic eventually. Basically, there's a ton of people that love cartoons and shit. So yeah, you can love shit like cartoons, anime, manga, video games, whatever. It's just that you're never too old for that shit. Basically, it just made me so mad. Like, let her enjoy it. It makes her happy. Why are you trying to take that away from her? Again, Monica, why didn't you defend her ass? Like, for real. Like, why didn't you defend Natsuki for her? Like, for real. And when I had that thought, I was, when I came to realization that I was kind of doing the same thing, just in a roundabout way. I shouldn't have made her feel good about about being passionate about something. If I was dismissed, I just dismissed it. No, I was actually trying to avoid acknowledging it at all. I even did that with you, Yuri, when you first joined the club. Yeah, from the side story understanding, you did. Yeah, I remember. Fantasy isn't really my thing, so I was kind of trying to dismiss it. But then Yuri jumps in and took over the conversation. I should have reflected on that, but I didn't because I just felt let Yuri handle it instead. Now I'm repeating the same mistake, except I really hurt someone this time. Monica shakes her head. I'm so tired of being afraid of things I'm not comfortable with. It's so stupid. Like, I can just picture how much joy it would bring Natsuki if I let her share her passion a little. I'm so angry that her friends were treating her like that. I'm going to get them back for it. Get them back? Yeah, I'll get them back by making sure that this is the Literature Club that Natsuki wants, not the one that they want. Suddenly, Sayori bursts into the door, making Monica and Yuri jump. With a rare, stern face, she marches over to Monica's desk, sits down next to her. I'm having an intervention. I can do that because I'm vice president. Is it about Natsuki? Yes. Yeah, I know. I messed up. I'm super sorry. I was just talking to Yuri about it. Really? I was so dismissive about her passion that she felt threatened and probably just unwelcome. Literally the opposite of what the Literature Club is supposed to be. I really needed to make up for her. Oh, yeah, I did. Thanks for the intervention, said Yori. I'm glad we're on the same page. Friendship wins again. So, how do you want to make up for her? I have a plan. So, Yori, do you know if Natsuki is coming to the club meet today? I don't think she is. Let's see. Monica was afraid of that. Not because of her plan, but because she's facing the consequences of the damage she inadvertently caused. But the only way to do the right thing is to face it head on. It's so easy to just duck away from conflict and wait for it to blow over. But that's not enough. To truly respect someone's feelings after you hurt them is to face them and admitting your wrongdoing. Not the wrongdoing of mismanaging the club, but the wrongdoing of disrespecting Natsuki's feelings. Okay, do you think you can get her to come to the meeting tomorrow? I can do that. Okay, awesome. Yuri, you don't have to worry about anything. Thank you for being my friend and you're a good listener. Mm. Fidgeting with her hair, Yuri turns away and hides a smile. Well, I guess for today, it's going to be a pretty quiet club meeting. I'm going to step out for a bit. Is that okay? Yeah, I'm just going to read with Yuri. Hey, is this one of Natsuki's books? How come it's out here? So Yuri picks up a manga that is resting on a desk. Oh, that? Natsuki probably just left it out by accident. But I thought hasn't been coming to the club. Actually, manga's been. Okay, Yuri. I'm sure it was just someone else who was using the classroom then. Okay. No, it was actually manga that left the book there. Manga smiles at them both. Then, with a wave, she exits the club room. I really shouldn't have left that out. If Sayori catches on, she'll definitely tell Natsuki, and that would get really awkward. Now I wonder if there's a keyboard I can borrow from the music room. Time for the next club meeting has already arrived. Monica and Yuri are the first to arrive. So worried. I don't think Sayori is going to be able to bring Natsuki. Yes. How do you know? Well, she's Sayori. You know, you're right. Time slowly passes. Monica sits and then stands up to pace around, then sits again. Yuri's eyes don't move from her book, and the door finally opens. Sayori marches inside. Behind her, Natsuki shows inside, nervously looking around the room. We're here. Welcome back. Monica, the club president, stands up and greets them with a smile. Sayori picks the desk to take a seat. Natsuki sits close next to her. Looking back and forth between the club members, Monica is struck with a nostalgic feeling. She would stand in front of the club room just like this, struggling to picture who may eventually be sitting before her. But imagination was never enough to predict just how unique and diverse each member would be. Each of her own struggles, her own reasons for seeking her vision that Monica had admitted, admittedly so vaguely advertised, seeking trust, understanding, respect, for whatever lessons will the future be holding for the Literature Club. I think they titled it Side Stories as such, or at least the first three is for Monica to like learn stuff like trust, understanding, and respect, basically. Realizing she's getting ahead of herself, Monica takes a deep breath and returns to the present. Okay, everyone, Literature Club is starting. We have an activity planned for today. Monica turns around to face the chalkboard. On it, she writes manga in big letters. Today, we're gonna learn from an expert about a unique form of literature, manga. Oh, come on! Isn't this kind of forced? I know you didn't actually want to do this, but I so just. Monica shakes her head. Natsuki, this is the hardest part. After making it this far, it would be so easy to just smile and move on. But that's not enough. Not this time. Sorry. I was wrong. That was wrong for me to not take you seriously when you're kind of you're kind enough to show interest in my club. I thought about it and I realized how biased I was against manga. It caused me to disrespect you. I'm sorry. I think, but I think you deserve to be able to share your passion with us, so I can make up to you. Oh, thanks, but I know you're only doing this because Sayori told you to. Wait, that's not true. Monica planned this all by herself. I didn't even get a chance to talk to her. I witnessed to that as well. This is the Literature Club. Literature Club is a place where everyone gets to be themselves. We all have our own interests and our differences. It's my vision to let us freely express that, and it's my goal to respect everyone for them. So I was just wanting to learn about these things that makes you happy. I think that you deserve to share that joy as much as everyone else does. Is that okay? Natsuki looks away and hesitates. But it's really dumb. The stuff. I'm into. Monica smiles. She kneels in front of Natsuki's desk, looking her straight in the eye. If you like that, then it's not dumb. Oh, except for me. Sayori, you're not dumb either. What the hell? You guys are so weird. Fine, I'll show you some of my manga. Only because you admitted that it's literature after all. Natsuki stands up. Oh yeah, I didn't say this before, but I'm actually into writing too. Kind of a pro, but I didn't want you to like me just for that. Wow, really? I really didn't have you. I really did have you all wrong, Natsuki. Yeah, whatever. Today, it's not about that anyway, right? It's about manga, so I hope you're ready. A week has passed since Natsuki returned to the literature club. Since then, the club activities have been in full swing. Each club member had received a date in the spotlight to share all their favorite kinds of literature with each other. Then the meeting draws to a close. Monica approaches Natsuki on the way out. Natsuki, are you in a hurry home or anything? Me, not particularly. Why? Oh, there's something that I want to show you. If you had a few minutes. Sure, what is it? It's not in here. Can you follow me into the music room? The music room? Why? You see. So this is how the music room looks like, basically. No, I think get back. And this is like I never actually seen this room before. Basically, when the club was just me and Sayori, we would talk about how we envisioned the club to turn out. We cared about a lot. We cared about being a place where people can express themselves. And she said something strange to me. She said that I was trying to make a club that I needed myself more than anyone. But I think it wasn't until you joined that I finally understood that. Because you really taught me a lot about myself. Like things that I was probably always too stubborn to admit. Oh, come on. You can't mean that. I didn't even do anything. I just like bought a bunch of manga, then got fuzzy when I didn't have my own way. It was really stupid of me to make such a big deal of it. No, honestly, I need. If you didn't express that you were hurt, I would never have realized that I did something wrong. Besides, your feelings are valid. They deserve to be heard and respected. It's just really hard to feel that way sometimes. You know, like, I really shouldn't care about what other people think in the first place. But when you're just criticized by everyone around you for being a certain way, it can really it can get really hard to just brush it off, and it makes me start to feel like I'm the problem, like I'm not doing enough to please everyone else. I'm being too entitled I just if I just want people to like me without me having to hide a bunch of stuff about myself. I don't think I am. I just wish that sometimes people would try to appreciate me for who I actually am. As Monica listens, she recalls vividly how Natsuki's friends were treating her and how naturally they did so. As long as she's been fighting against that, refusing to change for others, I could only wish that you're as strong as you, Natsuki. Yeah, and the other thing that she said, let me show you. As Monica listens, she recalls vividly on how Natsuki's friends were treating her, so they naturally did so, and how long she's been fighting against it, refusing to change for others. So, yeah, with that dialogue by itself, I'd say this. Please, you don't have to change who you are just because your fake ass friends want you to. Like, fuck what they think. Like, love the stuff that you love, basically. So yeah, you're so honest with yourself. I'm like always trying to come off as perfect for other people. Anytime there's a little hint of concentration, I just crumble. But it's thanks to you that I really started thinking about this stuff. You're really inspired me to start working on it. But I will, like I said, I didn't even do anything. You were just being yourself. That's all you needed to do. Also, there's something else. Hmm. Manga takes a breath. The thing is, I might have read a bit of your manga. What you? What the hell? Why didn't you tell me? Uh, Sorry, I think I just felt like kind of embarrassed to admit it after I gave you such a hard time about it. Can't believe you, of all people, were reading my manga behind my back. That's so funny. Yeah, it is funny. Yeah, well, I just flipped through one of out of curiosity, but I ended up reading the whole bunch of it. But I mean, one of the characters was in the literature club. What are the chances, right? You were reading Parfiet Girls. Well, you have good taste. Just one volume, and I kind of picked it out randomly. Well, you have a good in, intuition. Then you have to tell me all your favorite parts. Well, I think it's some kind of weird fate because the character isn't just in the lecture club. She also plays piano. It's just weird because I always wanted to learn piano. I think it's just a coincidence that Monica is similar to one of the girls in Natsuki's manga. She was like the perfect person that I always wished I was if I just did what I wanted instead of always second guessing myself. Monica walks over to the piano and sits down. I always felt like I should only share my absolute best parts of myself, parts that would impress people or make them like me more. Oh, so basically this is how her piano practicing came from. She was inspired by one of the girls that was in the manga that Natsuki was reading, basically, or owned, basically. But after you joined the club, I really realized how self-destructive that mentally is. We sharing things because we want to express ourselves. Sharing experiences allows us to share emotions, and I just felt like I wanted to show you this because if I wasn't if it wasn't for you, I would never I would I never would have started playing. Hey, I think the credit for that goes to Parfait girls, not me. No, well maybe it's true the Puffy girls put the thought into my head, but it was still you who inspired me to keep practicing every day. So even though that, despite the Power Fiat girls, one of the members of the group inspiring Monica to play piano or keep practicing it, she actually credits Natsuki herself of practicing it every day. Because, you just make me feel like if I wanted to do something, I should just do it. I mean, I still haven't been practicing for very long, and I'm really not any good at it yet, like at all. But I wrote a song for the club, and I worked really, really hard on it. It doesn't make any words or anything, but, well, yeah, playing piano, basically. What's this? Oh, it's basically her song. Fuck. Why? Oh, I turned the music off. Oh, it was kind of like her playing the song, and it's a bit of a montage in the background of shit that had been happening in the side stories up to that point, basically. So, yeah, I'm guessing this might be the end of the side story, I guess, or at least, close to the end. So, yeah, in the prequel series, which is the side stories, we got up to this point, basically, and I decided to not play the song, basically because I kind of removed the music, kind of. That's all. That was so good. It was. Yeah. Are you kidding? You're already. You're like already a pro. Not even close. Does the song have a name? You said it was about the club, so yeah. It's called My Song, Your No. Because everyone brings something so unique to the club. It's completely different from how I first imagined it. Think. But it was like such a selfish perfectionist. I shouldn't be about me. It should be about everyone. And it's all of you who helped share the club, shape the club into what it is. I would never change that. Well, I think that's really thoughtful and kind of flattering. I kind of feel like I don't deserve this music validation. I wasn't exactly very patient either when I first joined the club. It makes me feel like I should probably apologize too. I think I was really fed up with a lot of things and I got frustrated after not getting my way in the club. So yeah, I really didn't mean to take it out on you. I was being really immature. If you get my but stubborn ass to apologize, guess you're doing something right. It's fine. I'm past it too. I think we're already even. But it's really sweet that you were thinking about it. It takes a lot of maturity to reflect on that kind of thing. Well, I was wondering, Well, I wonder who I got it from. Oh, never mind. Well, anyway, we're even as long as you let me keep my manga in the club room. And you did admit that it's a form of literature. You totally can't take it back now. You got me. The closet's all yours. Well, I'll take you what? I'll bring in a little something for the club tomorrow. I wanted to do something nice in return. What kind of little something? Oh, you'll see. But I don't think you'll be disappointed. The next club meeting ends up being a particularly tasty one. And we never got to see what the surprise was, though. So basically, and this shit, yeah. So yeah, it was added. So I'll see you guys next time.